In this part, we're going to retrieve the data of our blog post and view it in the single page. Now, there is one thing that I want to mention you guys before proceeding to this is not necessary to do a single page and then retrieve the data all over again. What you can do instead is you can just animate the previous views from our main activity to this current view. So if you can see from here, if I go back, there we have a blog post. What you can do, you can just animate these views so you don't have to retrieve the new data from here. But this is a tutorial, so I want you guys to show you how to do it manually by retrieving the data. So what you can do right here, we have retrieved a string of blog key. So what I'm gonna do right here, I'll create a private string and I'll call it post key. All right, so I'll set it to null for right now, and then once this activity is loaded, we can just change it from this to post key. All right, so I have included an image view, a title, and a description, two text views for this title and description over here. So we want to load the title and description and image over here. So the simple way to do it is we can create a reference. So private database reference, and if we go down to our main activity and let's check, we have created database. That it is. So we'll call it the same name, database, and we can set it over here. So database equals Firebase database dot get instance get reference dot child, and the child is blog. All right, that it is. Then what we want to actually do is we come down here, database.child, then we proceed to another child, and the child is going to be the single blog key. So we have retrieved the key, so we can set it over here. So post key dot add value event listener. We're going to use the value event listener to get the details of the blog post, because we don't want to retrieve the whole bunch of lists. So value event listener is a good way to proceed with. Then what we can do is we can get the image. So sorry about that, I was too busy in creating the web trying the web tutorials, so I remember the var instead of string. So what you can do right here is you can say post title equals data snapshot dot child, and the child is title, and dot get value, that it is, I guess. Okay, so there we go. Then we can just type in post description, and we can say data snapshot dot child, and this is going to be the desk, I guess, desk, and the image and UID. Now you can show the user, what do you call it, username as well, but I'm just gonna skip that part. So last two things, so string post image, then we go data snapshot dot child image dot get value, and lastly post UID, and this is going to be the user ID that the user has posted. Now why do we want to retrieve the UID is pretty simple. I'll show you really soon. So that is the UID. Then we will set up the reference for our all three items over here. So we have a single image view and two text views. So we quickly type in over here, so private image view blog single image, private text view blog single title, and lastly the blog single desk. Then we set up the references, so you can skip this part obviously. Text view, find view by ID, and this is going to be single blog desk. Image, so this is image view, and my typing skills are gone bad. So this is single blog image, and lastly we have the title. So this is text view again. This is single title. Yeah, then what we can do quickly is we can set the title. So mblog sing title. Yeah, that we have spelled it little correctly over here as well. So we type in mblog single title dot set text, and the text is going to be the post title. Sorry about that. Then we have the blog description, and we set it to post desk. And lastly, Picasso dot width, and the context is blog single activity dot this. Then we have load the file, and the file is post image, and into we have yeah, post image. No, we have, yeah, m blog single image. I got confused. So what we have done wrong over here, cannot resolve the post image. Now why is that? I don't understand. Yep, now I guess I have misspelled it, but that's pretty okay. So I'm just gonna reload the page now. As you guys have watched previous tutorials and all, and I guess you guys are able to do the offline functionalities by yourself, even with the image. So I guess I don't have to worry about that. So I'll skip that for right now. And lastly, we'll add the button, and I'll show you why we are adding the button. So let it refresh, and bam, we got an error. And the error just shows us here that null pointer exception on a null point. Right, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna do I'll just close the app and I'll run it again. So app is closed again. Clean project, and I'll run the app again. Now this may take a little while, and we'll see if the error still exists. Then we'll try to solve it. All right, and if you guys get the error, you just message me on the Twitter. Now the thing is, many of the users are telling me that we can't tweet you. It's just 30 words text limit or something like that. I'm not telling you to tweet me. I want you to direct message me on Twitter, so you can type in the whole error log over there. And as I told you guys, I'll be within the 30th of September. So within this month, I'll be launching the discussion section for our the website, articles.no, just the TVAC website. And the good thing about the product that we launched recently was the free templates, and we got 30 plus downloads, and that was pretty good. So let's run the app again. And let's wait for it. And there are a few requests of doing tutorials, like a note app, a location based app, and many more requests. So I won't be able to do all of them, but I'll try to create short videos on them. And what else I want to tell you guys? I mean, I sit all day programming, and things come into my mind, and I'm like, yeah, I'll explain that in tutorial. And when I'm recording the tutorial, and nothing just comes to my mind, that's not so good. So there is one extension for the Google Chrome, the Vulkan. I tried to install it, but it's just saying that it doesn't exist anymore. So I guess that's the spelling. I don't know if the Google has stopped it or something. or deleted it, but this Android Studio always slows down my whole MacBook. So yeah, Firebase Vulkan. You can see that I can't even click on the project properly. And Gradle build finished without any error, and let's see if it creates an error or crashes the Chrome extension. It's showing right here, but when I try to download it, it's just also available in Chrome store. And there we go, we got the error. No problem. So I was telling you later previously about the iPhone 7, and it got announced, but the thing is, many of you guys are making fun of it. That's probably because they haven't innovated much of the stuff. Almost everything is pretty much same in the phone except for the look, the color, the gun. This is the jet black, yeah. And there are so many spoof videos that users have created, and pretty much with you guys. I mean, I like iPhone, but this is pretty much the same iPhone 6s with just very few changes, not much of the changes, but I still like the uses of I mean, like when we use the iPhone, it surely feels faster than the Android, but that's not pretty much it. Like, phone should have so many things, just not getting a faster phone is not enough. But the development process on the iPhone, if you try to use the Xcode and then you move to the Android Studio, you surely get frustrated really easily, because Xcode is pretty much fast and their simulator is even faster than the our real devices that we try to test, and that's the good thing about the iPhone. So our app is running. I'm going to click on this, and there you can see that our blog post is right here. Now the next thing that I want to do is, okay, so I'm gonna change the scale type to center crop and adjust view bounds. Yep. All right, and then I'm gonna add a button. So I'll go and grab a button and I'll put it right here. So I'm gonna make it full size, and I'm gonna change the text ID of the button to remove button, single remove button. Now what this button will do, it's gonna remove the blog post. So remove post. Now the thing is, we don't want any user to remove the post. We just want the user who have posted this should be able to remove the post. So I'm gonna set the invisibility to invisible, and then I'm going to set the reference over here. So let's say we have this button, and this is M single remove button. So what we actually want to do is M single remove button equals button find view by ID r.id dot single remove button. There we go. Once it gets the data, and then what we want to do is actually we want to get the current user ID. So we'll say Firebase auth m auth, and we can just come over here. So we can say m auth equals, you can do all the test, like if user has logged in or not, or everything that you want to do. But as I said, you guys have watched so many tutorials before, you'll be able to do it by yourself. So we just want to say that if mauth dot get current user dot get UID, so this way we get our current user ID, and if it matches with the post UID, the user who have posted it, then what it should do is m single remove button dot set visibility to visible. Only then our button should be visible, or else it shouldn't be. And even if we tap on it, we will do one more check to make sure that user who have pressed the button is the same user who has created the post, and only then we will be able to remove the post, or else we wouldn't. So that's the check we want to do, nothing serious. So I'll run the app, and I guess I should pause the video right now, and I'll see you guys in next part. So let me just tap on it, and you can see that I have logged in to a different user, so I guess I'm not able to view that. So what's the quickest way to do is I'm gonna just add in a new post. So I'll just hide it to select the image from gallery. So let me just quickly select an image. So okay, so I am not able to find any good image, so we'll work with this. So I'm going to type in the post title, new post created by me, not me, new post. All right, let's hit the submit button, posting to blog, and there we go. So let it load. Yep, I'm going to tap on it. All right, so the button is still not visible, and let's check why is that happening. So we go down here and we check. We are getting the post UID, and let me just do one thing is I'm going to do a toast dot make text. Okay, so I'm going to cut it from here, paste it right here, and instead of post key I'm going to just say post UID. So we make sure that we are getting the UID. I guess this tutorial is going pretty lengthy, but that's okay because I'm about to quickly finish this series. I want to finish this series, so we proceed with more series in future part. So there we go, D1 something. Yeah, that's the UID. Let's check what we have done wrong over here. So mauth.currentuser.getUID, if it is equal to, okay, so everything is pretty fine, I guess, unless we are doing something really stupid. It should work. So I'm gonna toast it right here. Tap, and the toast isn't created. I guess there is some issues, so let me just copy this toast, and what we want to do is mauth.getCurrentUser get UID. All right, so I'm gonna just to make sure that we are getting the current user ID right through this one. So it will run again, and there we go. Tap. Yep, we are getting the user ID from here as well. Let's do one more thing, and that is we want to just type in toString. Let's see if it works. And there we go. So the toast is that's because it's right here. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'll just pause the video and I'll give you the solution in next part. I guess this should work pretty fine like this, but it's not working for me. So I'll try to find a solution and we'll provide you in the next part. So see you guys in next part.